Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan. So my dad George just left for work. My dad George has rheumatoid arthritis. He gives himself medication in his leg about once every 2 or 3 weeks. They diagnosed me as a paranoid schizophrenic when I was about 20 or 21, and I'm about 30 now. When I was like 26 is when I was in an extremist witchcraft coven called Bloodstar Coven. When I was 8 or 9 is when I had my first kiss with my girlfriend named Emma. And see, I'm straight. I've never done things with boys before. And then when I was 14 or 15, I got with my first girlfriend, Alicia Mickley, that has an Instagram and a YouTube, who was my first girlfriend, that cheated on me with a boy named Austin. And then I got with my second girlfriend, Brooke Dirks, on Ryan George for a rip-off report. And we did oral sex with Alicia. I only fingered her. But we didn't have sex. And then I got with my second girlfriend, Brooke Dirks, on Ryan George for a rip-off report. And then on my One Ryan Fair Facebook, there's a girl named Bailey Connor, that has an Instagram. And I don't know if Brooke Dirks and Bailey Connor, are related or not, but they look exactly the same. But they're two different people. Even though I'm a paranoid schizophrenic and trans with epilepsy sufferer. Bailey Connor and Brooke Dirks have Instagram accounts. They could be related, I don't know. Bailey Connor worked with me at my job, and Brooke Dirks was my second girlfriend in my alternative school. I was with a third girl named Tanya who was black, hoping it would make Alicia jealous enough to come back with me, but it didn't work. A fourth one named Nadia that was Christian, that has a YouTube video of her getting married to her husband during the coronavirus. And then a fifth one, named Sabrina La Rochelle, that I fingered at my 17th birthday party. And then from the time until I was 17 until I was 20 or 21, I was with, sitting in this house for all those years and just watched all my alternative school friends unfriend me and grow up without me and have fun. And then finally, my one friend named Ryan Cherry, who was black, died from the coronavirus about 2 or 3 years ago. And I believe that made me slip into a psychosis. And then my other friend named Ryan Dietrich was shot by Baltimore police, um, which made me sad. And I went to his funeral and I saw my friends. So I had two friends named Ryan that died within the past 3 or 4 years. And I started hearing voices when I was 21. And no, my dad did not buy me a car. Like I said, these are my tattoos. I got this dark tree, and I got this dark angel because of my black friend that died from the coronavirus. I got this Gemini symbol. And then I got this Grim Reaper that my friend Jeff McGaney, who is a people coincidence person, who calls himself Storm Smick on Facebook, did on me. When I was like a few years ago in his house. And see, this is going to be like my sad and depressive arm, and then this is going to be my happy arm. And my dad said I can't get any face tattoos as long as I live under his roof. But I wanted to get face tattoos, but my dad won't let me. So I wanted to get face tattoos, but my dad won't let me get any face tattoos. But I plan to maybe get snake bite piercings again. At some point. Those are my 2 holes from where I had my snake bite piercings. I don't know if you all can see them. I had lip piercings. And I told my dad this morning that I really wish I could have a conversation with Alicia. Even though she cheated on me, she was still my first girlfriend, and I'll always love her for being my first girlfriend, and I wish her well with her new boyfriend. And then I was with my second girlfriend, Brooke Dirks, on Ryan George Fair ripoff report. My third girlfriend, named Tanya, who is black, is dead. My fourth girlfriend, Nadia, denied my request, and she's getting married to her new husband. And then I have my fifth girlfriend, Sabrina La Rochelle, as my friend on Facebook, who is with her new husband, who has a YouTube channel, which is the La Rochelle Crew. And then, like I said, from the time until I was 17 until I was 20 or 21, I sat in this house on Jessica's Lane and watched all my alternative school friends unfriended me. And really, I got sick and depressed from it. And some days I didn't care, about my dad. And we would argue all the time, and I was very sad and depressed when my black friend died from the coronavirus, and Alex, who was my second threesome, after James Colvin, would make threats to put things about me, or pictures or information about me on Ryan George Fair ripoff report. Because some people assumed that Watch the Roulade, that Ryan George Fair was pretender, not real, and never met Billy Wesley Fouts in person or Gary Lanier. And Billy Wesley Fouts was my best friend for 4 years, but I don't talk to him or any Chevrolet people anymore. I hang out with my friend James Colvin and watch Demolition Ranch with him, or I watch paranormal ghost shows with my dad, and my mom always watches murder mysteries whenever I go over to her house. And I've only smoked marijuana, only 5 or 6 times within the past 4 or 5 years. Otherwise, I just drink alcohol when I get it. When I get my disability money on the 3rd or the 4th of every month. And legally, they're still giving me a residential home because of Ryan George Fair ripoff report that old dyke made with her and her friend Riley. That has some kind of illness and wants people to feel sorry for her and thinks that she's psychic even though she's not. And she called everybody that didn't agree with her back in the day demonic or on the dark side. And she is just an old, huge, fat dyke that has no powers. Psychics are friendly people. They are not ridiculous drunkards that sit in their house and make videos talking about how their boyfriend Jeff would come home and punch them in the face. And see, most of my videos on here have likes because I'm a nice guy that likes to donate to charities, and I was one of the most popular boys in my first alternative school, and I talk to a lot of my alternative school friends even today, like my friend Brad. I don't talk to my first best friend Victor Hill anymore that I talked to this boy named Javier that I met in the mental hospital, or my friend James, who is my other best friend, or my friend Robert Simpson, who is a boxer. Or I talked to my friend Wesley, who was my friend Brandon's friend. And Brandon Drexler is one of my best friends from my alternative school. And there's a boy on my Ryan Fair Facebook who calls himself Brandon Jones. So Brandon Jones and Brandon Drexler are people coincidence people. Just like Margie Ribishow and Jeanette Edwards are people coincidence people. Just like this boy that has an Instagram account named Dan Reichley. And then this artist that I found called Damon Winning that is in jail for gun charges is a people coincidence person. Even though I'm a paranoid schizophrenic and Tourette syndrome with epilepsy sufferer. And really, I don't look at it like I'm a psychic person. I'm just Wiccan because of it. And I did intense witchcraft for 4 or 5 years, and I almost made it to a yellow belt in martial arts where I would do sparring and things like that. And I'm making my coffee. Let me take my antidepressant. I got it right here. I think my rabbit needs food and water. Hungry? Turtle's laying there. I could use some food and water. the back of the bag. So if you guys want to see me play a silly drag queen character, subscribe to me on Ryan, Ryan Fair, Ryan Winning Weekend Drag Queen in Maryland channel. Because I have wigs, and I have voice humor talent. I'm a white bitch motherfucker. My name is Keisha. Shut your ass up. My name is Yolanda. I'm a big old fat black woman. My name is Jamal. So I have voice humor that I practiced when I met Billy Wesley Phelps. Also, I'm going to call this request help video. What do people who might watch this, what did you do to get abs? Because see, when I stand up straight, this is my body. I feel I have a nice upper body, and this is my body, and these are my arms. But I don't look at it like I'm muscular. It's just I have an average body type. But I'm not fat, you know what I mean? And I got my crystal ball in my room with my Hecate triple goddess symbol in it that I meditate with. Let me light my sage.
It's time to take action. Start by talking to your doctor to see if Descovy is right for you. Whether you and your...
Oh, hi! So if you thought last video was crazy, this is gonna be even crazier. I can't believe it. A lot of people are like, Matt, you didn't really kind of explain the stories very well in your last video. So here I am. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into like things that went down. And even my friend contacted me and was like, did you just make this up for YouTube? And I
So I took my antidepressant. My rabbit was hungry and thirsty, so I gave her some food and water. My dad George just left for work. My dad George has rheumatoid arthritis. Sometime like 2 or 3 years ago, my dad would come home from work and punch me in the face. He laid me down on the couch and punched me. Um, I really wish I could have talked to Matthew Lush or Gay God, even though I knew Cheryl Lade. I talked to Jeffree Star on a Twitter account one time, but he thought I was Billy Wesley Fouts. Um, so I talked to Jeffree Star once, and he followed the Cheryl Lade Twitter. I don't know if my dad is going over to Margie Rubishow's house when he gets off work. Sometime about 5 or 6 months ago, I had conversations, with the Jerry Green, Billy Wesley Fouts calling people a coincidence person that I had friended. But there's another Jared Billy Wesley Fouts calling people coincidence person on my Ryan Logan winning Facebook. And then Margie Rubishow and Janetta Real. And then there's an artist named Damon Winning that is in jail for gun charges in Nevada, I think. And then there's the Dan Reichley boy that has an Instagram account that went to my first alternative school. And then, like I said, my first threesome happened when I was 21 with my friend James Colvin. And then there's the Carl James Himes, people coincidence person that makes me believe in Hecate and Zeus. And then there's my friend Brandon Drexler. And then the Brandon Jones boy on my Ryan Fair Facebook. There is Jasmine and Brandy, who are real, that are two light-skinned girls, and I did things with Jasmine about 3 years ago. There's Jeff McGaney and his Bloodstar Coven that makes me think of Jeffree Star. And Jeff McGaney's group was an extremist witchcraft coven where I would go over to his house and study Wicca and witchcraft with him. And then sometime about a year ago or 2 years ago, I lost my car pushing jobs. and I sat in his house on Jessica's Lane, unable to make a girlfriend. But about 9 months ago, me and my friend Austin did 5 or 6 threesomes. Well, my girlfriend with black hair named Claire that I was with that's on my Instagram account. And then sometime about 2 or 3 years ago, I read Finding Me, A Decade of Darkness, A Life Reclaimed by Michelle Knight. And the real Michelle Knight liked my Instagram picture sometime about 2 or 3 years ago, which made me happy. And then, like I said, I found Ariel Castro's daughter on YouTube. And then sometime about 3 years ago, the Matt Beckner boy from my alternative school attempted to rape me when I was drunk. And then there was a man named Chris that said, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine, to me when I was little. And then growing up, I called my mom's house the house of horrors. Because my brother Zachary was the favorite of the household. And I was the one that was treated like shit. And abused and locked in closets. And Zachary, they bought things for him, like food and clothes. And I didn't have anything. I was abused. And my stepbrother went to jail. And sometime about 3 years ago, I was in a holding cell with this Hispanic guy that lied and said he tattooed the rings on Michael Phelps. When he's just a liar. Sometimes I talk to my friend Robert George on Facebook. The last time I had a conversation with my friend John Powell was about a year ago. And then sometime in October of last year, I went to New York and smoked wild hemp cigarettes with this boy named Jay that had a girlfriend and said that he was going to let me sleep with his girlfriend. And he didn't hook me up with girls, and he didn't pay for my ride back home. And he claimed he went to my alternative school, which was the Forbush School, and he didn't. At Forbush School, they kicked me out because I was a behavior issue. And then sometime I went to my next alternative school, which was Arrow, and I thought about dropping out. And at Arrow, I was popular. And I was one of the most popular boys at my first alternative school. But I would always come home to a dysfunctional home life. And things like that. And they approved my disability sometime about 4 or 5 years ago. And I've been collecting disability ever since, but I work sometimes. I find it's rare I get hurt or injured. And I believe in a dark goddess that gives me good luck. Like girlfriends, like Blurda, who I was with 9 months ago. That I have a picture of me with on my Instagram. And then there was a girl in my alternative school whose name was Sammy. They liked me, but she had an STD, so I didn't like her. And she said that a bird would follow her around all the time, or a girl with black hair holding a bird would follow her around all the time. And I drew a picture making fun of her, and she kicked the desk over. See, my belief is that there is a dark goddess that gave me a difficult life, but I believe that she's friendly to me, and she makes me hear voices and see things that aren't really there. I know my personal Ryan Fair Facebook, where some people know where it is, there are 9 or 10 people that are real, and there's about 17 of them that don't like me anymore, which makes me feel as if Hecate is not a paranoid delusion to me. So I have one drag queen channel, which I'm not saying the name of it. But if you guys want to see me play a silly drag queen character, subscribe to me on my Ryan Winning Ryan Fair, Wiccan Drag Queen in Maryland channel. I uploaded a video 3 weeks ago called How I Practice Wicca as a Wiccan Person from Ryan Logan Winning Ryan George Fair Boy Vinyl, because my drag queen character name on there is Boy Vinyl. And my most popular video on there is my video for Skink Keisha. How I Practice Wicca as a Wiccan Person. And Tony People Coincidence chat that is real even though I'm a paranoid schizophrenic chat. I feel that my Tourette's caused me to have one seizure in my life. I like to watch Family Guy. Sometimes I used to watch American Dad. I like to watch Demolition Ranch. I like to listen to Hollywood Undead Shop Boys. I still watch Cheryl Aid videos even today. I think Billy Wesley Fouts is very funny. I like to watch Jeffree Star. And I watch Ryan Rosenzweig even though he doesn't like me. I used to have conversations with him years ago. And the other Cheryl Aid insider named Michael, who doesn't like me. I like to watch Madame Maureen Cosby, Living My Best Life, and So Blessed One, and Reverend Essie, that is on YouTube. And I like Reverend Essie, and I would be her friend if I could. I try and make friends with everybody. I like Della Grissi, and It's Black Friday. And sometime I plan to see my new best friend Robert Simpson, who is a boxer. I also like, Carrie, who is for Eyes to See, who is the urine therapy lady.
Hi, you.
I like to watch Carrie's vlogs. I seen her on My Strange Addiction. I used to watch My Strange Addiction years ago. I don't know if they have episodes of that anymore. I can't find any episodes of My Strange Addiction. Alright, this is going on 38 minutes. I hope everybody's good. Much love and peace from Ryan Church Fair. It is 8:24 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to get my rabbit out and play with her today. Smoke some tobacco. Listen to some music. Hang out with my friend James. Message my friend Robert. Play with the turtle. I should be getting my disability money on the 3rd of the 4th, so in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So in 10 days I should be getting my disability money. I plan to save it up for a while and see this girl. Maybe if my friend Olson gets a girlfriend, he'll let me sleep with her. Because I let him have sex with my girlfriend. And see, my dad, George, knows that I'm a swinger. He knows that I like to share my girlfriends with my guy friends. And I have yet to have sex with 2 girls at once. But I've done threesomes with a girl with a boy on the other end. With 1, 2, 3, 4 boys, and then 1 boy had sex with my girlfriend with black hair. And this is going on 40 minutes. I really miss my black friend named Ryan Cherry that died from the coronavirus. And my other friend named Ryan Dietrich that was shot by the police. So I'm going to spend my day working out today in my room. Play with my black rabbit. Smoke my tobacco. I hope everybody's good. Much love and peace to everybody out there in the YouTube world from Ryan George Fair.